Hello and welcome back to another episode of Outlanders. We're up to episode 28 and today we've got some massive plans for the base. We're going to get some big farms that we've been putting off quite a while done. So I think let's just go down and show you where those are. We've been putting off our sugarcane and melon and pumpkin farms for quite a while, and bamboo of course, and today's the day that we're going to start putting them in. Now obviously in our last episode we put in this massive glass wall, and I think it's starting to look really good. In the future we're possibly going to light up all the surrounding seas for quite a while, and that should make this view look a lot better. But for the time being we've got quite a bit of work to do, so let's get on that first. But before we get into that, we've got something we want to do. Now in episode 25 or 26 I believe, I was tagged, and you can see that just right there I've been tagged. So what I want to do in this episode is get rid of it. I did intend to do it last episode, but I never got around to it, and no one was really on when I was making that past episode. But someone is on now, and we should be able to find them. Now, netherite mine, that would mean they are in the nether. So if we can find them, that would be brilliant. And just in time, here's Stellar Chips. So if we just come up to him, and tag him. That was very smoothly operated. And we just need to give him a head. Dear sir. Come on, let's give him the head. There we go. So we've given him a Vindicator head as part of our stuff. I forgot. Sorry for not talking. I'm trying to type everything as well. So, but yes, we finally tagged Stellar Chip, and that is really good news indeed. So let's head back to the base for our next part of today's episode. Now that we've finished tagging someone else after quite a while of holding on to the tag, we have got a couple of problems that we need to work through. Firstly, we need to work through where are we going to put our water, and secondly, we're going to need to work out how we're going to actually plant these things, because what we need the piston to do is face downward, and the only way to do that is to be looking down. So actually we need it like that, so that won't actually work. But the piston, let's get some pistons, needs to be facing down, and I don't think I can get it if I do that. You can see it's facing sideways. If I put it like this, it's facing that way. So what we need to do is chop down into the grass and put it in place from the bottom, which is going to complicate matters since we've already got this entire grass field in place. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that first. After a bit of consideration, I think I've got an idea of how I want this to be done. So I'm going to have to rip up the grass, of course, but it does mean I can then get in my whole lot of pistons and observers, which I recently made, and start some work. So we want to make, let's see, dirt goes there, then we need the piston on top of it like that, and then we need to get the pistons like so. Now the next question is, do you want these to be individual modules like this, and therefore have a piston like so, because the redstone's going to connect, or do we want to have a piston here, other way, but do we want to have a piston here and go from there? That's a question. Now the second one, having a piston every second thing, is going to be a little bit more expensive, but it also means I can get a little bit more stuff in. In this farm will be a lot more efficient with a piston like this. It does mean a lot of stuff, and I don't think I'm going to have the resources to do all the farms, so I could probably just do one, which is going to be slightly annoying, so a little bit more to think about. After a fair bit of discussion with myself and building, I decided to go with the normal classic design. So as normal, this is the design. We've got ourselves alternating pistons and observers, and anytime one of these things grows, or we plant one, you can see there, it just all fired. So one of the concerns I have is that this thing, as soon as one goes, for example here, it's all going to fire. It might be less fast overall. I'm not sure. That doesn't go there. It goes there. You can see as we're planting, that's a block update. So these things are a little bit concerning. I don't know, but in a little while we should be able to see melons growing and these things growing and these things firing, and we should be able to see lots more melons in our storage system soon, which we then need to turn into seed because we are desperately short. And just an example, this is what this is going to look like when it's done. We've got ourselves quite a bit of pistons, but I think having the melons at sea level, or not sea level, at seeing level I should say, actually makes this thing look a lot better. I don't think this glass is in the right place. No, I may not have put this exactly right, but we can fix this up. But anyway, you can see exactly how this is going to look. This is going to look pretty good, I reckon. And again, yes, the pistons, the melons being at this level are quite a good example, and I can see if this is actually working. Well, I've made a couple of mistakes with this thing. Every single time I do a mistake, it's just really annoying. Anyway, what happened for the most part is there's water in here, and then I accidentally mine the block in front of it, and the water goes everywhere, and it ruins all these rails, which is, to say the least, really annoying. So I'm having to rebuild this thing for about the 4th time. I didn't record the other bits because I didn't think it was really necessary, but it was just really frustrating to have to do this thing over and over and over again. Hopefully I'll get this thing done soon though. And after a couple more frustrating attempts for the water to destroy my rails, I think I've finally got this. I'm just cycling around to make sure I've got all the stuff in, but I think it's going quite well. And you can see the pistons firing there, which means yet another thing has finished off. And you can see it's firing quite rapidly, and it is a little bit laggy, so I might need to work on that. I might set it so I might need to remove all the piston, or the observers that is, and make sure this only fires every, say, 5 minutes or so. But I'll work on that later. Okay, so now that we've done the melons, I'm going to do the pumpkins and other bits off screen. But we're turning to a little bit of a project that I've been figuring out for a while, and that's what to do with this section here. As you can see, Mirror's over here going to help me with a bit. We're not exactly sure what block to use, but I'm thinking some concrete. But I'm going to get Mirror on the call and Storm as well to see what they think and what I could do here. Hey, Mirror.
Okay. Yellow.
So we've got this little bit of a problem here. I'm not quite sure what blocks to put in here, in between this layer here and at this layer up here.
Okay. It might be good to have a darker theme of block, because since you're going deeper into the ocean and colours start to turn darker, grayer.
Yeah.
So something with a grey tinge, I'm going to drown.
Yeah, just be a bit careful of that, I guess. So I guess that rules out the 2 ices.
Yeah.
Although I need to pick up that block there. Okay, so the ices are out. I suppose this dark prismarine isn't. I'm not quite sure about the dark prismarine.
It would be better if it was darker. That's the thing.
And I'm thinking not a cyan color either, so that sort of rules out all of these ones here. I'm going to put a little hole here so you can get
the idea was to have this one on the side because it has a nice texture. God.
Right,
I wish I didn't lose my axe. Okay, cool. That's a lot easier.
Alright, there we go. So now you can breathe.
Yep.
So this polished basalt actually looks pretty good.
Does it have a different... Oh, it does have a different underside to the non-polished.
Yes, and that, I mean, from here it doesn't look as good, but I'm not sure.
What would be... Oh, God.
Careful.
Why do I smell smoke?
What would be what?
It would be good... Wait. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Wait. What am I doing?
Come on.
Why is the dog yelling? Why is the dog yelling?
Why yell? Why he scream?
Why the puppy yell? Okay, that, and... Do you have chiseled blackstone?
No, not yet. Alright, let's just quickly get that. Okay, so looking at this idea of yours, Mirror, I think that's a little better. Having a repeating pattern of blackstone and basalt should be better. So one, actually not that one, but if we have it every fourth, for the time being anyway, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that should start to look a little bit better. So that's quite good. We'll have to see how we go, but even looking from afar, I think that just gives a little bit more of a definite ring.
Yeah.
And then if we do the same
Because the blue does blend in quite a bit with the ocean.
and if we do the same up here, don't drown. If we do the same up,
I'm trying not to.
if we do the same up here, just with the basalt for the time being to give it a bit of a idea of where we're at,
Yeah.
and then swim away. I think yeah, that looks better. What do you think?
Yeah, looks better. Looks better than just all one same color.
Yeah. And I think definitely with the when you're above the water, it's a little bit clearer where the lines are.
Yeah.
Especially once I get this second layer out to the glass.
Glass is certainly clearer above the water than in the water.
Yeah.
Like, if it's like underwater.
And I do want to put the glass all the way to sea level, basically where this bit ends as well. So I think that's going to work as well.
Yeah.
So thank you for those ideas, Mira.
Yep.
Greatly appreciated.
Anytime.
Smart mirror.
Smart Mirror indeed.
Big
Did I
brain.
just say yes that whole entire clip? Just like, yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, thank you again, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Now, I've come over to the shopping district because there's quite a bit of things I need to do over here. Firstly, since it is just about a week or so until the mayoral election, we still got a little bit more bits we want to do. And the first bit is just advertising. Advertising. We've got quite a bit more business to do. We've got quite a few more votes to garner. So hopefully with this stuff, if we can just say some of our campaign stuff, better roads, and what's this one? Friendly. It's probably not the best campaign slogan I've ever come up with, but we do need to put ourselves into a position where we can win this thing, because there's a lot to do. As I walk around trying to figure out where to put these campaign promises, I'm just running through the number of people who I think I've got on my side, and I think I've got Tice 205, I think I've got Char 36540, and of course myself. Who else is there? I think I may have Shark Glitter, and there's a few others. There's quite a few people who I haven't interacted with much who are quite likely to vote Magpies. However, and this is the problem, the other 3 people on the server, Mirror, B-Boy and Storm, are all going to be supporting Storm's campaign. And to be honest, I reckon she'd be a good mayor too. But we do want to at least put an effort into trying to win this thing. Now, it's probably a little bit not fair to put our own campaign promises onto the voting booth, so we won't do that. But we'll continue to spread our message, and hopefully we'll get a few elections, a few votes come the 14th. And you see here, this is the kind of thing that I really need to fix out. There's just trees here, someone's taken out the birch wood and replaced it with birch planks, and that really isn't the best look in the world. While we're here in the shopping district as well, we might as well check out all the shops that we've got. We've got ourselves the iron shop, which I think, let's see, this is gamers side of the shop. Doesn't look to be much. And let's see, iron, nothing sold there. Ooh, iron here, 16 diamonds full. So someone took 1 set of blocks, so that needs to be shared between Gamer and myself. There we go, 8 each. Let's check our Chocobox shop. Oof, plenty of diamonds. Oh, I need to make sure to keep these separate. So more diamonds there. Let's check our bookshop. And there's a lot of diamonds in here as well, so that needs to be split 50-50. So we put 8 there, and we've made ourselves 55 diamonds today. So that is quite a lot, and that can go into the pile with the rest. And I'll need to make sure that goes into a block so I can see exactly how many I've got. So I'm just going to quickly hop over to Gamerspace and drop off these other diamonds for him, and then we'll be back in the shopping district soon. Now, I've heard tell of a secret new shop in the, well, shopping district, but I'm not entirely certain where it is or what it sells, so we're going to have to do a little bit of a look around. But that said, I think I've just found something down here that looks to be a bit of a hole down here and a rather nice cave actually. I'm not sure, I'd probably put a couple of cobwebs here and there, but it actually looks pretty nice. So where do we go? Is this it, or is this one it? Let's go down here. Oh wait, no, this one looks like it's the exit. Let's come out this way. Come along through here. See, I'm not entirely sure where it sells because I've been here a couple of times, I think, but not when it was like this. So it'd be interesting to see what it sells. And purchasing. So there's quote sugar. What else is there? Shrooms, antidepressants. I could actually get some of these antidepressants and some other things as well. This just looks a bit like a underground, mysterious, not exactly legit business. So we might have to see what we can do about this if we become mayor. Might warrant an investigation of some sort. But for the time being, we might leave this stuff for the time being and see where we can go from here. So we might be back later and see if we can catch someone in the act of purchasing. You know what? I can't resist some wild garden leaf. It's going to be fun, I think, to drink this or eat this or whatever you do with it. Hopefully it doesn't do anything untoward. Now, I've come over to the industrial district, which is over around here, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this wild garden leaf. Now, one of the thoughts I had was to drink some tea. So we're going to need to make a fire, and we're going to need to make a nice bit of a, let's see, that needs to go over, a nice pot to go over on top of it. So if we go like so, and then across, thank you Mirror for sleeping, and down like so. Let's get rid of this block here, and then we'll put ourselves the cauldron right on top of the fire, and that's smoky. That's not quite what I want, but whatever. This might end up being quite smoky tea. So we'll need ourselves some water and dump that in, and then we'll need to dampen this stuff and see what happens. I reckon 3 pieces of this leaf stuff, this wild garden leaf, should be enough. So we'll let that smelt for a little while and come back later and see what we can make of it. And while I'm waiting for that tea to smelt a bit there, I've just noticed that Mirror has dropped off the 2 shulkers of dirt that I ordered a couple of episodes back. I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but it has seemed like quite a while. So let's put this stuff down into our farming area, which is on this level, and we should be able to finish off some of the farms later. As you can see, I've made quite a bit of progress on the pumpkin farm, and I'm just that's the melon farm, sorry. On the pumpkin farm, which is on this side, over here, I've made quite a bit of progress, and I'm still waiting for quite a bit of it to grow so I can actually do stuff with it. Right, a few minutes have passed, and I think this has brewed long enough, so let's have a look. Let's get some stuff. Should be simple as looking at that. 3 bits of tea, and let's have a look and see what we've got. And let's see, we've got some wild tea. So we've got 3 bottles of wild tea. We might need to investigate exactly what that does, so we may leave that for now. I'm not exactly sure what to do with it, but other than drink it, but we're going to have to experiment a little bit and make sure that these things are actually safe to drink, because you never know what's going to be sold in these random shops. But after those secret dealings and secret shops, I think I've finished all that I need to do for today, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and next episode we're going to see who wins the mayor race. Will it be me? Will it be Storm? Will it be Nice Robbie's doggo? Will it be Gamer? Or will it be B-Boy? We shall find out. See you then. Goodbye.